Hi everybody, my name is John Miamu. I am the founder and director of a real estate company called Miamu Properties Limited, where we do conveyancing consultations, property sales and marketing, and property management. I'm so glad to be here and to tell you about my story. So let me begin from the beginning. I first lost my job back in 2009, and I was very traumatized about it because at the time that I lost my job, October 30th, is so vivid in my mind. I was pregnant, and I went to the stage and I cried my heart out because I did not know what to do. But I called one of my close relatives, and she was very kind to tell me not to worry. She was very calm. She told me, just wait for the baby to come, and after that, you can always come to Athi House and we can work together. At the time in Athi House, the work was manual. It was not digitalized like it is right now. So I would go and make payments to the bank, National Bank across the road, and come back and submit paperwork in Athi House. And I would get paid from 100 shillings to 200. Of course, my baby was still young, about 3 months old, when I started the work at Athi House and did the conveyancing work in the background. It was not easy. It was quite hard because I was used to earning a salary at the end of the month. And here I am earning 200 shillings, 100 shillings. The most I ever made, I think, at the end of the week was about 5,000. For me, that was a jackpot. It was a major jackpot for me. But I took heart. I did not give up. I maintained what I was doing, as I thought, what can I do better? How can I move from just doing conveyancing work? And the Lord was gracious and kind. And I met one of a former client, and I spoke with him, and he was having a problem at Athi House. He told me, John, are you able to help me? I'm having such serious problems, and I would love that you'd assist me with getting my subdivision titles out. And I knew that I can help this gentleman, and I did not hesitate. I asked him where his problem was, and I was able to assist him. At the end of that transaction, after I had done the work for him, he was so grateful. He paid me not less than at least not less than 300,000. The amount of money staggered me. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've been sitting in the office doing what? Earning a salary. Here is a business that I can do, helping other people get their conveyancing sorted out. That is where I started. So my company offers various services. The first one, let me talk about property management, where we help landlords get tenants into their apartments, their one-off homes, standalone homes. We help them to collect rent, and we help them with vetting the tenants. We vet the tenants for you and help you get the best tenants, those who will not disturb you in terms of making payment. Although that is our work, to make sure that a payment of rent is done in time, by getting them sign agreements also, so that they know exactly what to expect when they take up space in the properties that we manage. Another service that we provide is conveyancing, where we help our clients in getting their conveyancing paperwork done. If there is a transfer that needs to be done, helping the advocate in terms of getting the searches done, getting the valuations done, getting the surveyor to go to the ground, put beacons, and the paperwork that needs to be submitted at the Survey of Kenya on behalf of either an advocate or a surveyor or a valuer. That is part of one of the other services that we do. Another one that we do is property sales and marketing, where a client gives us a project to do for them in terms of selling their properties. So we sell houses, apartments. Right now we currently have a project in Dumberi where we are selling a 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom units. And that's part of what we also do, sales and marketing. We also have partnered with companies like Center, where we sell their real estate. They have bedrooms ranging from lofts, 1-bedroom apartments, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and in various parts of the country. Some here in Nairobi. There's one at Two Rivers, and there's another one in Kasarani. There are various projects also running in Mombasa that is being done by Center. We also have partnered with Mivida at Garden City, where we are selling their real estate. They also have Indri Ruta, where they're selling 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartments at affordable prices. We've also partnered with Housing Finance, where they have a myriad of properties on sale. So if you're looking for an agent who you can partner with, or an agency that you can partner with to get your real estate portfolio done, look to us, Miamu Properties Limited, to get you exactly what you're looking for and in the exact location that you're looking for. We also do due diligence on such properties. We don't partner with companies that do not have a good portfolio also, as we are looking for properties that make sense in the market, that are affordable, that when a client looks at it, they feel, oh, I am home. That is one other product that we sell, and I'm grateful for that. In terms of COVID-19, I'm telling you, we were hit hard. COVID-19 was not a joke for the real estate industry. And if I remember, in 2019, we had properties that we were selling. And by the end of March, most of the people that we had lined up to even go for sightseeing of various vacant properties that we had on sale, they did not take on, they did not buy. Why? Because of course the whole globe just went down and it locked down. So that affected our business. The business that really held us and kept open doors for us was property management, and we were able to stay afloat in that regard. Even during the elections, you know how it is in Kenya and how difficult it is to make decisions, especially to do with your money, and you don't know whether the country will go, which direction things will turn. It really affected our business. And we were almost closing our doors, but the Lord is faithful and kind, and we were able to maintain our businesses still running up to today. And I thank God for that. I love that COVID happened, because one of the things that it forced us to do was get innovative in how we do our sales and marketing. Of course, going online was a must. Anyone who is not online is kidding themselves. We are no longer doing just mainstream, but we are able to get our clients through social media marketing, live streaming, going on the ground and actually taking videos, live videos of exactly where the properties are. Training is integral for Miamu Properties. We cannot have people who do not know exactly what they are doing. It is important that we work with people who are professional, and you cannot get to that level if you don't go through some form of training. I talk about lifelong training because I also go for the trainings myself and hone my skills. I think it does not make sense for those who we are working together not to acquire property. I think it is important for them to learn about investment and why are other people taking on investments? Why are you investing in the first place? Why is the customer investing in the first place? So if my employees are not buying from me, then there is a problem. They too have to make a decision to buy from what we are selling. You cannot sell to someone something that you do not believe in. So yes, my employees have taken on some of the properties that we are selling. But we can give you an opportunity to buy at the longest period, because we are here for the long shot. I don't want my employee to be in my office just for 1 year. I mean, let's do 2 years, let's do 5 years, let's see what we can do. you know, as you make your commissions in your sales and marketing, then of course you acquire a property along the way. Why not? The beauty about buying property from Miamu Properties as an employee means I retain you for the longest period. Isn't that true? And I love that because I have employees who have stayed with me for more than 5 years. It is important to give back to community. So our corporate social responsibility actually goes around giving back to, we've partnered with a home in Ruiro where we give them food and actually go and visit and make sure that at least there is something that we're doing for them. I also, on a personal level, pay school fees so that I'm also giving back to society in that regard. I think helping orphans is important because you don't know what they are going through, and if you can be able to make a difference in their lives, just a little, you are doing service to the Lord. I think it would be, it is important. You can't drop that ball. It's corporate social responsibility is very important for us at Miamu Properties. I think the biggest challenge for us has been in after COVID and getting back on track, getting to woo our customers back to where we were at. I must admit that things were no longer the same, and also reaching them now becomes quite interesting journey that we are undertaking. It has not been easy, but slowly but easily we are getting back on track. I think getting the customers back to where we are, I think, is the greatest challenge that we are having to face right now. My greatest moment was when we were given a 76-unit apartment block to fill in and put in tenants. I must say we put 100% in exactly 2 months. As an agency, I think partnering with government is important, but I'm led to believe that the government wants to do away with the middleman, and sometimes the middleman might be me as an agent. For me, it is going to affect me because I need to put food on my table. I need to make my commissions in selling the properties that the government is providing. That, I think, is I must say is a challenge. Overall, for the real estate industry, I think it is absolutely fantastic that we are able to give housing to almost anyone. We are no longer just looking at the middle class. We are looking at the lower end of the pyramid and sorting out the housing issue. My prayer is that it will not be used as a way for those who have the money to be corrupt, that they will take on all those houses and sell them at a higher price. I think I pray that government is looking into that and helping truly those who need the housing to acquire those houses. That is my prayer. I can say that those who want to be involved in those projects will also need to be licensed real estate agents. I must say that I am a licensed real estate agent, and I'm recognized by the Estate Agents Registration Board, and I am licensed to sell. I am licensed to do the realty that I am doing. So I'm advocating for licensing of real estate agents for them to be able to be welcomed by the government, to be able to do the sales and marketing for government. Those who are actually registered can have that opportunity for them. I think staying ahead of competition is you have to scale up in terms of your skills. You need to be in the know of what is happening currently in your field, whether it's you're in the survey, you are doing survey work, you're doing valuations, you're a real estate agent. You need to know what is currently working. Who are people looking for? How can you, are you authentic enough for people to trust you to deal with their real estate, understanding that people have really been let down by some companies out there, by some rogue agents out there. So I would advise people to get licensed as a real estate agent. I think I advocate for the agent most, because that's passion for me. I'm passionate about the real estate agent. So I want to make sure that you are licensed by the Estate Registration Board under Cap 533, under the laws of Kenya. Become a properly licensed agent so that you are able to do exploits. You will do so much. You can be able to sell land across Kenya without fear or any ubaguzi. You know, no one is going to put you aside because you are a briefcase agent. Once you become licensed, then you are able to have confidence to do your work. Yeah, I think that's, for me, that really matters. They're already improving as we speak in terms of Avisasa is a great improvement in terms of getting it is no longer manual, so it has become digitalized. That's a great improvement that the government has done with regard to, of course, affordable housing. Of course, they can do better. Why not look at those who are not even able to afford that 1 million? What can we do for them? What about rent to own? That should also be one of the things that the government needs to look into, about rent to own. That if I'm earning this amount of money, I can be able to own this house, and because I have a job, either I'm working for government or wherever it is that I'm working, I'm able to pay for it, and not amounts of money that will mean that I cannot put food on the table. You know, the government needs, I don't know, there's so much that we can talk about with regard to what the government can do better. I think a place that I feel the government fails in is in planning the cities, well, putting proper infrastructure. I think when I start a project, or when a project is started and there are no roads, it becomes so difficult for people to get to that project. And even looking at if they want to commute from that project to go to their places of work, the infrastructure is so poor. So the road networks in Kenya need to be further improved. They've done well so far, but they can do better with infrastructure and planning of cities. It is, we say in Kikuyu, it is done kiudubo. Yeah, I think we should think about a railway system that commutes in the cities and goes out into the rural areas. I think a train network would be absolutely fantastic for Kenya. Ones who license the property owners to do their apartments and structures, there are those who are given the mandate to do inspections of those houses. They know exactly what is needed for the basement, for the structures that go up. They are the ones who they understand the steel work. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. I will be lying if I say I'm an expert. But for sure, the planning department, the department that is in charge of that, is the one that has let us down. Because if they did their inspections, they would know that this structure is not it is not stable, and thereby it is going to fall. They even know about the soil and the kind of soil that we have in Kiambu. You know, that it cannot hold the kind of structure that they're putting up, the kind of steel structure they're putting up. The structures cannot hold. So this is not viable, and they refuse to give them a license to go ahead and build. Otherwise, we'd not be having buildings that are falling left, right, and center. So I think there's someone in those departments that is letting us down. I'm not an expert. I must put that disclaimer, but there's someone somewhere letting us down in terms of the inspections and getting the proper structures in place in that regard. Yeah, I think competition is healthy. I believe that competition is healthy, and when you have private developers and you have government, I think that competition is not is good. Yeah, that means that those who are offering, let's say those who are private developers, means that they will up their game. They will no longer be giving us things that are mediocre. But if the government comes and they're doing their projects and they're doing an equally good job, then we get better quality housing. I think that is, I think it is healthy having competition. When you look at what Uchumi and what Nakumatt had, that competition, and you found that anyway, we were getting better customer service at Nakumatt back then. The number of times I've thought of closing down are 1,000,001 times. But I love what I love that when I started the company back in 2009, I started Miamu Properties back in 2009 in my house. And I sat down with my husband and we were deciding what we were going to call the company. And in 2013, I attended a conference that Dr. Cindy Trim, the woman of God, was, and she called us forward and said, is there anyone amongst you who would like to start a a company, who's looking to do entrepreneurship, who's looking to to enter the marketplace? And I was amongst the people who stood up and went, and she prayed for us. We were quite a few, and I believe for me, Miamu Properties was birthed from there. So I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. I believe that there's a reason I was called to the marketplace. It was not by chance, it was of the Lord's doing. So if it's something that the Lord wants to continue with, then He has continued giving me a mandate. I'm always getting customers, I'm always getting clients, I'm always getting new ideas on how to better my company. I believe that it is the Lord's action, it is not mine. So what I normally say, let not my will be done, let the Lord's will be done for Miamu Properties, not me, not my will, but the Lord's will. So what happens is that the number of employees I have, I put food on there. The Lord puts food on their table. The Lord takes care of their children, gives them food, gives them shelter, gives them school fees, and everything is sorted out for them. Those are the people the Lord has ordained for them to pass through our hands. Not my will be done, but thine, O Lord. Let there be none of me and more of you. I have something that's coming up, and especially good for property agents. And I'm looking at an app that will help agents sell their properties and also become core owners of that app with Miamu Properties. That is what I'm looking towards and working on for the future. We need to move from just earning a little money, but we need to understand how to invest in other people's dreams also. I have invested in many other ventures, and I'm hopeful that even the agents will understand what I'm giving out there in the app. Another thing is that I want to go back to doing the drives and taking people to various locations where there are good projects. I've talked about Mevida, I've talked about Safaricom, I've talked about HF, I've talked about Centum, I've talked about, and even for Miamu Properties, I'd like to take people around and see and take them to various investments. Sometimes people ask me, John, do you know where this property is? It was sold to me in the year this, and I'd like to go and visit. And it will be possible for me to take my clients on a journey of rediscovering where they bought and where they invested, and whether or not it has grown in value. It would be absolutely fantastic to do that again. I did one project in the Maya. We went to Nanyuki. and took people on an excursion, and we went and visited various properties, and it was absolutely fantastic. The ladies there were very grateful that we went on a journey. They were able to see what they had bought and what they can buy. So in Miamu Properties, we say, don't wait to invest, invest then wait. With any business, you have to have the courage to start. You cannot say, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. You know, Habakkuk 2:2, you need to write down your vision. You need to write down what it is that you want, and the Lord will give you strength to move from one step to the other. Remember, I started my company from the comfort from home. I wrote down exactly what I wanted. I knew that I did not want to be a briefcase agent. I knew that I wanted to be someone who is recognized not just by my friends but also by government. And I worked towards that. So it's one step at a time. Money is not even the issue. It is a mindset. You have to fashion your mind and move to a mindset that is that is forward thinking. That you plan ahead of exactly what you can do. Anything you put your mind to, you can do all things. We do all things through Christ who strengthens us. It's not about, I don't know how else I can put it. Just start. Those who would love to become licensed real estate agents, to go to the EARB website, and you will find an application form. That is the Estate Agents Registration Board. You will find an application form. Fill that application form and submit it to their offices. Their secretariat is at the Survey of Kenya. You can also find all their contacts on the website. So just go, and within that application, you will find the requirements. You will find what requirements you need to be able to go for the interview. There are questions that are asked that you need to go through. You can contact me on my telephone number, 0722 865 864, 0722 865 864. You'll be able to get I will be able to send to you through WhatsApp the questions that they mostly ask. This is a license from the government, so it is under Cap 533 laws of Kenya. So it is you need to understand the laws that govern our profession. You know, so you need to learn about sectional titles. You need to learn about all things with regard to real estate. You need to even go for a course so that you can get your skills. There are so many ways to get yourself skilled up. Like I said, I am the founder and director of Miamu Properties Limited, where we do property sales and marketing, conveyancing consultations, and property management. You will find us on Facebook. You will find us on Instagram as Miamu Properties Limited. You will also find us on Twitter, Miamu Properties Limited. Our website is www.miamu.co.ke. That is Miami. You remove the I and then the U. You'll find our unique name, Miamu Properties, miamu.co.ke. You can reach us on email, hello@miamu.co.ke. I will be happy to assist you. I am passionate about the real estate agent, so contact me. Thank you.